Ah, so you've regained consciousness. Good, good. You're looking... Me? Oh, Margot, is there anything else you'd like to ask me? This is Juven. There's a shrub. This is... Do you still not recall anything? Then let's take in hopefully a pleasant chat. Awash in the atmosphere of Duvenkroon will resurface some of your heroic exploits. We'll start with the village and speak to some of the locals. Come with me. Yes, the winter winds call your name. Ah, looking down upon the fair city of Duvenkroon from up here always brings me such a sense of peace and serenity. Allow me to welcome you to our village once again. How unfortunate. Your memory loss. It means you alone are unaware of your renown. Dregan is known as the Land of the Dragons. As you adventure here, you'll find traces of those dragons scattered about. This village, Duvenkroon, is just one of such dragon-marked places. The name Duvenkroon itself means Dragon's Fang. Once you've finished admiring the view, follow me down that path. Dregan is known as the Land of the Dragons. Dear me, that look on your face. Your memories really have flown the coop. Ah, yes. I've put your belongings in the office for safekeeping. Up that way, at the top of these stairs, you will find a large building. That's where your belongings are being kept. Why don't you go take a look? Go on, go on. With these old legs, it'll take some time for me to follow you. Ah, yes. I've put your belongings in the office for safekeeping. I knew it. I knew we'd eventually meet here. Ah, adventurer, you're here. Fantastic. I was just having a lovely little chat with the chief. Oh? Curious to know what was said? Well, we were talking about the Sherikans. The Sherikans were the toughest warriors in all of Dregan. Much like you, actually. I suppose it won't be long until you're off again on another quest. Before you go, I would like to perform a blessing for your journey. Come with me. Yes, the winter winds call your name. This stone pagoda has held within it the desperation of these lands for decades. It was here that I first saw you in my dreams. Well, aren't you going to offer your own prayer? What do you think, adventurer? You look much more refreshed now.
It's Nana!
Huh?
Yes, Nana, we are. Please tell us a fun story. It's been ages. What took you so long? We've been waiting for you, Nana.
Oh, my little llamas. You adorable things are doing well, I hope. You've been entrusted with an important mission to protect the eternal flame at the mountain where snow forever falls. That is your charge, and is yours alone to bear. There is not much time. You must make a decision. Will you, or will you not heed the call of the voices that... So, was that enough of an answer for you? You seem to have even more on your mind now. Why don't you take a walk around the village to collect your thoughts? Nana has a story to tell these little rascals.
Wait a minute. Can you repeat what you just said, Martha?
Kazaka wrought destruction on the kingdom of Ozeka, and the holy fire that consumed Kazaka originated from the Mountain of Eternal Winter.
Where did it go after? Is there any more information?
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to know that?
Oh, for the love of you and that hot head of yours. Honestly, it's no wonder Eden... bloody Choppy. One of these days I'll burst a blood vessel just trying to...
Oh, you're already here!
You've come. Sit, please. I've been thinking it's time we changed our tactics. Otherwise, we'll always be playing catch-up with the blasted witch Elezra.
Do you know what me and my assistant had to go through in Ataraxian? You don't, because you were late. And why was that? Because you were downing 21-year-old Alejandro wine with Martha.
Can you just pipe down, Miss Know-It-All? Be that as it may, I don't think now's a prudent time to go to your Lunakia.
Always lecturing on and on and on and on and on.
Do you remember the book that Elezra's minion had in Tarif? The holy flame, the Yenix, is capable of consuming even the mightiest of gods. However, the true form of the Yenix can only be awakened by the heart of Atamagia. All those who seek the Yenix without the heart will be consumed by its flames and burned to ashes. The heart of Atamagia is already in the hands of Elezra, and it's clear as day that she's waiting for us to blunder into another one of her traps. Knowing this, what we need now is an approach she'd never expect.
So, our next target is the Yenix.
We need to find the holy flame before she does. If Elezra's to awaken the 100,000 Ator with the heart of Atamagia, she'll need something to power such an enormous army with. But if we can seal the Yenix so it cannot be awakened again, it matters not that Elezra has the heart. All of her effort shall be for naught, and we'll have finally exacted a little revenge of our own.
Killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
We'll be killing two stop butting in, will you? Anyway, this is our plan, so will you join us?
There aren't any records indicating the Enix's whereabouts after Roseka. But if we head to the Mountain of Eternal Winter, its origin, we might be able to learn something.
Did you say you plan to go to the Mountain of Eternal Winter?
One does not simply walk into the Mountain of Eternal Winter. There was an explosion at the Sherikon Iron Mine. It's far too dangerous.
Why, will Garmoth appear and roast us alive?
Do not frighten them, nor be so frightened yourselves. Are we not descendants of the Sherikons, the mighty dragon slayers? But since you mention the explosion at the mine, I should tell you of a dream that Nana Margot had. Pray, stay a while and listen.
The heart of Atamagia is already in the hands of Elezra, and it's clear as day that she's waiting for us to blunder into another one of her traps.
Nana Margot was once chief priestess of Dregan, yet despite having healed 1,000 wounded, those of us who had lived through that great conflict were of the belief that her powers had still not yet waned. It is possible that she still has the blessing of the Sherikans, as she is occasionally able to foretell the future. But what caused Nana Margot to have a dream on that fateful... Hear me, young one, for I fear the dream foretold of another danger yet to come. What that danger is, no one can truly know.
The 6 witches that bloomed from Labresca's demise protected us from fearsome dragons and their fire. However, as flowers must wilt and fade, the witches sought a warrior of winter before they too would need retire. O warrior who shall best the witches' trials to stand atop the frosty peaks. Bear great Labresca's treasure, the abyssal flames of Unix which consumed even the gods, and confront the darkness. Come to the haven of slumbering origin at the mountain of eternal winter.
The determination in your eyes is unwavering. Reminds me of my youth. Very well. Go to the office of the Duvenkroon mercenaries. Those who fear not danger are oft drawn to that. Hear me, young one, for I fear the dream foretold of another danger yet to come. But what caused Nana Margot to have a dream on that fateful day? Nana, of course, offered no interpretation of her dream. But
How's that for a lucky break? The day the savior of Serendia arrives, the retired priestess gets a vision. Ha ha! Now, if it should concern the 6 witches, I might actually know a thing or two. I read up a little on them, you see, in the Crypt of Resting Thoughts. The 6 witches of the Mountain of Eternal Winter sent the Unix to Orzeka with Silverfrond, who himself borrowed it with the approval of the Golden Dragon Labresca.
What? How did you pull that out the top of your head? Been making deals with the Thornwood Goddess, have you?
As if. Anyway, fortune-telling is like wordplay. It's easy to add meaning to the words once you know the outcome, but not vice versa. We know the Unix was last seen in Orzeka, and that it may have been returned to the Mountain of Eternal Winter. But you don't really know with these records.
Ugh, you're as dense as a Valencian elephant and half as smart. Let's just follow the prophecy. Worst case, it spells our untimely demise. Either way, we've got to stop Alezra before she dooms us all to the haven of the slumbering origin. We'll bust the doors down if we have to.
Miss Know-It-All is right for once. It'd be best to pursue the legend of the 6 witches. I guess it's time we paid a visit to... Or rather, you paid a visit.
Assistant! It'll break your heart to hear it, but you'll have to go alone this time.
The Society of Equilibrium has summoned us regarding the Ataraxian situation.
Don't worry, Assistant. I'll continue my research on Eulanokia. You can manage without me, right? Our lives are in your hands, but no pressure.
Miss Know-It-All is right for once. It'd be best to pursue...
Looking to do anything specific? Beat up some marmots or maybe mess up some wolves? You know where my dad went? Where did he go off to this time? All mercenaries escorting the Sherikon Iron Mine investigators this way. Those heading to the Elton Snowstorm Guard post that way. Registration for the Tory Woods search team is over here. Oh, I was wondering when you would show up. Ugh, it's been absolute chaos here lately. There was an incident at the Sherikon Iron Mine. But why has it got the whole mountain of Eternal Winter in an uproar?
Hey, Odell! Folks are saying I need a pass to get to Ailton. The chief told me to get one here. Is that right?
Yup, that's right. I'll get you paired with an escort. Whew, I don't even have time to listen to the details anymore. A mercenary office could really do with some backup. What's that now? Are you interested in helping out? I love mercenaries! They're welcome anytime! This here is the best mercenary office in Dregan. You looking to do anything specific? Beat up some mammoths or maybe mess up some wolves? How about it? Anything that strikes your fancy? Tell you what, I've got just the quest for you. There up on the second floor, there's a person looking for someone to climb the mountain of Eternal Winter in their stead. As for rewards, the hired mercenary need only name their price. For some reason, my father was reluctant to take it on himself. I inquired as to why, but he wouldn't say. But you know the Odelphin guarantee, right? When we get a job, we see it through to the bitter end. And I'm not just telling you about this because I'm super busy. Nuh-uh. I trust you'll get the job done. As for rewards, the hired mercenary need only name their price. The finder's fee was quite generous as well.
Yo, so you've come! You're gonna help me out by climbing that mountain. Well, I gotta say, you look kinda young. Would you just freeze out there? What do I do if that happened? Okay, once more. Hey there, how you doing? So, you climb, right? Oh, come on, Lando. You know you can't go in so casual-like. I don't know anymore. Why am I getting so nervous about this? Anywho. Why is no one taking my quest? Is the reward not substantial enough? Hey, do you hike much? No. Do you perhaps do much mountain climbing? No, do you love mountains? Oh, that is worse! How do you do, adventurer? I am Lando. I seek a brave soul to venture forth and climb the mountain of eternal winter in my stead. Great! You'll do! Why so surprised? Jeez, people need more faith in each other, am I right? Here, take this pass. I'm fine without it, but you'll probably be chased off without one. The reward? Oh man, right to it. I like your style. Actually, someone else will be giving you your reward. Head over to Balak's altar. I need to go pay the...
Percy, this is such a waste of my time. Why won't they let us enter?
The explosion happened out west. How is it relevant to anything happening here in the east?
You know how many years we've been trading here? We can't just pack up and leave now.
There weren't any restrictions not so long ago.
Do you want to see me lose my job? How many times do I have to tell you? You need to go there and get your passes.
There weren't any restrictions not so long ago.
Why are you being so strict about it? Don't worry, I'll take full responsibility, so just let me through, all right?
Many of those who couldn't pass the checkpoint are detained here.
Waiting for checkpoint and...
All right, no pushing. Everyone form a line. I see you managed to secure a pass despite the So, Lando, have you finally found...
Not just yet. We need to make a quick detour to Camp Ballix to get our stamp.
Camp Ballix? You mean... the prince? To think we looked outside for help. If the chief finds out...
Haas, come on, it's...
You do know your sneaking around is probably already public knowledge in Dregan by now, don't you? Pass.
Alright, our first stop will be Ballix Altar, but I should warn you, those who climb the mountain without first offering up a prayer, that's the last you ever see of them. Oh, you probably already picked up on this at the office, but this quest is a little secret between just the two of us. Got it? Right there! 100 years ago, a legendary climber was the first to reach the mountain's peak, the altar of Old Man Muhad Ballix. That girl over there is a direct descendant of Old Man Muhad. At first, she was pretty upset about being sent to such a rural area. But I bet the sight of some handsome soldiers soon brought her around to the idea, if you know what I mean. If Old Man Muhad was still alive, I would have begged him to climb the mountain just one more time. Bet this is a strange sight to see, huh? Originally, there was nothing, but now we've got Dreganese, Valencians, and even Calphionians. And the person you will be meeting today is, drumroll, none other than... the Kingdom of Valencia's current ruling despot, Prince Baron Nesser! What's wrong? Stunned by his greatness? What can I say? Your boy's got connections. So, you go first. Tell them you're with me and they won't kick you out. I've got one more person I need to offer a prayer for.
I am a descendant of Muhad. It was only recently that the place got filled with so many encampments. Before, it was practically empty here.
In fact, you there.
My little tavern in Duvenkroon, I'm usually in tip.
Your Majesty, people are growing suspicious.
It cannot be helped. I would be suspicious too. Causing a fuss like this just to visit my mother's homelands. Atui, what news have you from Aelton?
They have expressed their intent to deny our entry. Even more so, Your Majesty's entry.
Then there is little we can do. Should harm befall me out here, a town as small as Aelton will be crushed by the diplomatic fallout. If only we had the aid of our friend at a time like this. Mother, where...
Shall I bring the Khan's son to you, my prince? He is likely in Duvenkroon.
Well, well, speak of the devil. Who would have thought we'd reunite here of all places? You are well? And you're the mercenary our friend brought in. For our paths to cross here, it must be Al's will. But enough pleasantries. What do you need?
Huh? You know this person?
I see. The trials of the 6 witches. As a boy, my mother, Queen Marumin, would tell me the tales of her homelands. And my great-uncle's letters suddenly come to mind. Their contents left a deep impression on me. Is that really all you want from me? I'm capable of providing so much more, especially for you. If that's the case, I will give him to you as your reward.
Me? What are you even saying? You can't just...
Do you think I would entrust this quest to just anyone?
A preliminary investigation is essential to employment. First son of the Khan, leader of the Demi-Beast's homeland. Due to your status, you have permission to go where you please, even to areas prohibited to fellow Demi-Beasts.
On top of that, as heir of the Khan, you must know the lay of the land better than anyone.
I never studied anything like that. But knowing that you picked me after such thorough consideration, I'm quite touched.
Then by offering him as your reward, am I not mutually benefiting all parties? With this, we can now summarize our situation thusly. I wish to find my mother's memento through our friend here. He's looking for someone to climb the Mountain of Eternal Winter, and you are in need of someone that knows these lands.
Seems fine, I guess, but why do I still feel like I lost?
If anyone objects to this arrangement, speak now. You have my ear.
Now isn't this awkward, seeing you here? Especially in Valencian military barracks. I'm not sure what the prince is looking for, but you haven't bought every word he said, have you? At Star's End, Monmehan, third prince of Valencia, reportedly said, "The item Prince Bahan is looking for is actually mine." If it's something sought by the first and second princes in line, it must be extraordinary, right? It could even impact who sits upon the throne. So whatever this item may be, bring it to me and I will reward you. No, it's fine even if you don't bring it to me. Just don't let it fall into his hands.
Well, the prince may believe we came here to keep him in check. However, as you are well aware, Lady Isabel is a very busy person. If I were you, I would pick the latter of her two options. Make sure that it falls into no one's hands. Both Calpheon and Valencia. There is no way to tell how the events may turn, so wouldn't it be best to just stay out of it?
The choice is yours. Don't forget, that gentle-looking prince, he is a warmonger. I just want to make sure it doesn't fall into his hands, for all our sakes.
There's a lot of Calpheonian and if you want to trade.
The Valencia Catan military and Calpheon Xian Merchant Guild alliance. Chief Durgeth also knows there is... See, your problem is you don't have the full picture. We may appear to have formed an alliance with Camasylvia, but in truth, it's all a facade. This time around, the chief's really got her mind made up. Not to mention the explosion in Shirakan iron mines. We haven't heard a single word from Camasylvia since then. They're far too busy bickering with their sisters. Ha! Don't ask me for more. People always tell me if it weren't for my loud mouth and careless mistakes, I'd be perfect. Anyways, I've got a problem that needs taking care of. Some rats are sneaking in without a pass. Go and catch 'em for me. There's always rodent-like people lurking about, trying to gobble up any breadcrumbs that may fall into their laps. Unfortunately, they scurry off at the first sight of me. So what do you say? Help me out this once, and I promise I will return the favor. Trust me, I'm not a man that makes empty promises.
Even though we try so hard to keep them out, a report came in from Charbonneau Villa. He said he did need to tell you something important, though. Could you go meet him there?
Sorry, I'm just trying to make a living. I don't want to lose my...
What's going on? Where's the mine?
Fleeing in the wrong direction? How did these idiots take over the Sharakan iron mines?
It was all mine for the taking.
I'm busy enough as it is, stopping nations from killing each other. Now these guys pop up, it's just a mess.
Valencia and Calpheon have diverted your attention, you dim-witted Dragonese.
What in the world is this barbarian even mumbling about? Yeah, I forgot what I was supposed to be doing. I need to notify the foreigners about the restricted areas. You could probably tell from this guy, but heading to the Sharakan iron mines is a real bad idea. It's a den crawling with scum like him. Also, most importantly, the Mountain of Eternal Winter. The Oakjin Shinny and Ailton have their own war going on there right now. It's quite a cruel and horrid place. Doubt anyone could so much as reach the entrance. Rather than risk the odds, best you stay out and save us an awkward situation. Got it?